everybody. It's been a very long time, but today I'm here to give you all a review on Badhaaai though. Firstly, it felt great to be back to the theatre after a very long time to watch a good film. And the entire hustle of going to the mall, booking the ticket, waiting for the movie to start because there are a lot of commercials in between, a lot of advertisements and trailers, and then finally when the movie starts, that feel of watching it on big screen and then buying the overpriced popcorn I must say, and enjoying the entire movie experience. It felt good to do that after a very long time. And the movie was also up to the mark and expectations because it was Raajkumar Rao and Bhumi Pednekar as the leads. So I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and I was so pumped up to give a review for it immediately. So here I am shooting that video. So coming to the movie, Badhaaai though is a very entertaining and funny film, but along with all of this humor, it gives out a very nice message to the people. So a lot of them do not know what is LGBTQ. I mean, the full form itself, many of them just blink and they're unaware of the same. So the message in this movie is to, very nicely portray the things that people in this community face, and what are all the kind of things that they have to listen. Like, for example, that, if at all you're a gay or a lesbian, you are having the disease and you are untouchable in nature. So such kind of things is very naturally and organically portrayed in the movie without, hurting the community as a whole. So the movie starts with how the men and women after a particular age are pressured to get married. So the family members are willing to go to any extent to actually get married. So if the kids were like 22 or 23, so love marriage and all, people are often against it. Now people are accepting it, but most of the families don't really accept it. So after a particular age, they just want you to get married. It doesn't really matter whom are you getting married to. So they're willing to compromise to any extent. In the movie, it's really entertaining the way in which the leads tell to each other that they belong to the community, and how Rajkumar Rao is a gay and Bhumi Pednekar is a lesbian. So it is very comically portrayed. Although the inhibitions that both of them have, and log kya kahenge, or what if I get caught in this entire mess, is portrayed very naturally, I must say. The concept of lavender marriage has been introduced very nicely. So what is lavender marriage? You'll have this question. So wherein, lesbian and a gay individual, they get married to each other just to, satisfy the needs of the society, but they end up living their own life. So that is lavender marriage, and it's very nicely portrayed in this movie. I personally enjoyed the honeymoon part of the movie. So wherein, Bhumi Pednekar, she goes to enjoy her honeymoon alone, and Rajkumar Rao is, staying in the hotel. So it kind of reminded me of Queen, where Kangana Ranaut enjoyed her honeymoon. And ironically, it was, Rajkumar Rao as the guy as well over there. So that was one observation that I could make out from this movie. So the characters' names, Bhumi Pednekar plays the role of Suman, and Rajkumar Rao plays the role of Shardul. So both the characters have a lot of, depth, and they are so true to the character, especially the actors who are playing this. It is really nicely shown. And I like how they have portrayed things very organically. It just flows into the movie, like the kind of discrimination that they face and the struggles that they go through, how they cannot communicate what they actually feel and who they are with their family members, because there's a lot of pressure, a lot of unacceptance, how they feel very shameful, and they're like, why should it only happen to this particular family? Why are you a gay, or why are you a lesbian? So how in Indian society especially, such kind of things is still considered to be a stigma, and the people who are actually lesbian and gay or belong to the queer community as a whole, they find it so difficult to express themselves to their nearest family members. So that has been portrayed really well. I also liked the entire relationship dynamic of Shardul and Suman and their partners. So it's very cute and very Bollywoody. The love story, it's very clean and it's nicely shown, and you actually feel so connected with both the characters and their partners. So it is very nicely portrayed. So Suman's partner is Rimjim, and their love story is also extremely cute. And Shardul's he has basically two partners. So one partner is really young, and they're just having the time of their life and they're enjoying. And how Shardul is extremely serious, and the other person is just looking for fun and exploring themselves. And then Shardul meets another person, and they have a very witty and a very nice relationship. I think you need to see the second part of it. I personally like that cameo. It was very good. So it shows how even they have such cute and very nice love story. Although it's a little filmy, but I liked how it is portrayed, and the background score is also very good. So that is something that I enjoyed, and how they say that they are also human beings. There's nothing different. They also have fights. They also get jealous. They also don't like a lot of things, and they get back together. They forgive each other. So it's very nicely portrayed. I really enjoyed that aspect of it as well. Another very interesting thing about this movie that I liked was the portrayal of gay men. Like in most of the films, be it Hollywood or Bollywood, the portrayal of gay men is like, how they are very loud, they wear colorful clothes, they are the heroine's best friend, they are the shoulder to cry on, and they are a little feminine in nature, and that's how, they're generally portrayed. And over here, for the very first time, it's so refreshing to see a gay man portraying as just any other regular man. I mean, there is no much, difference, and that's how it is actually, right? So the stereotypical portrayal of gay men was not there over here. Shardul portrayed like any other regular guy that you see, and that was very refreshing and interesting to see, and I thoroughly loved that. And the message over here which I really liked was that it's so sad to see that these couples, the lesbian couples or gay couples, they're not given the same kind of treatment as the couple of man and women. So even they would want to have kids, they want to adopt kids, but they're not allowed to legally adopt in India as of now. So only if you are a couple, a married person who is a man and a woman, and a single woman, they can adopt children. But if at all you belong to the couple of gay or lesbian, then you cannot adopt a child. So that was something that really hit home, and it's really sad to see that they want to become parents, but they're not legally allowed to adopt kids. So that message was portrayed in a very, very nice way. And I also liked the pride parade that they showed in the movie. It was so good, and it was so nicely done, and I thoroughly enjoyed as to how Rajkumar Rao's character, that is Shardul, finally accepts himself in front of his colleagues, and he is who he is. That inhibition he finally lets go of. It is so nicely portrayed, and I think everybody in the theater, you could hear them clapping, because that was a scene which I think, really everybody enjoyed and loved. And I personally enjoyed how it was portrayed, and the emotions were so nicely depicted, and it was very nice to watch that particular scene. And finally, since it's a Bollywood film, and any film, 90% of the film, they generally end with a very good ending. So over here, the lead couple, that is Shardul and Suman, they don't divorce. They have this lavender marriage. They have their separate lives. They live like roommates, and they finally adopt a child. And the scene is so nicely portrayed. How in the end it is Shardul, Suman, and their partner. So four of them are going to raise this particular kid, and it's so nicely portrayed, that aspect of it. I really enjoyed it. So Badhaai though is a little bit, filmy and entertaining, but it hits home the right message that you need to be mindful and be accepting of, relationships, irrespective of, whether it is a gay relationship or lesbian relationship. They're also people, end of the day. And there is nothing, wrong with them. It's not a disease or anything. So this movie has hit home a very nice message, and it's very refreshing to watch that, and I enjoyed it. The topic is extremely sensitive, so I liked how they portrayed it in a very mindful way without hurting anybody. So, end of the day, love is love. It doesn't see the gender barriers and all of those things. It is love. End of the day. So today is Valentine's Day, so I wish you all a very happy Valentine's Day. And you can do watch this film with your loved ones. It's a very nice film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to creating more YouTube videos. So do let me know the kind of content that you all want to see in the comment section. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.